Okay.
How could you use the sport education model to help integrate a student with an exceptionality into a sit volleyball game and/or into a grade 5 PE class in general?
Get it. No, because we have a disembodied voice. I think using.
What was the question?
How could you basically incorporate it into a grade 5 PE class? Including a student with an exceptionality. So basically you might have a student in a wheelchair, but you have other grade 5s in the class that are not wheelchair bound, but they are mobile.
So wouldn't this be the game then?
Yeah, I think you would make everybody play the sit volleyball game because that would make that person feel included in the game as well.
And that's when you use the modifications.
Right? And then
So you.
I feel like you could do stations.
Yeah, I think you could.
So like you could have like.
So it's not on.
No, it's fine.
I feel like you could have it so that there's maybe 1 or 2 courts that are regular volleyball.
Yeah.
And then you could have one station that is sit volleyball, and you could rotate the kids, and obviously the student with the exceptionality would stay at the sit volleyball station, and they could kind of run it in a way.
Oh, and then that
gives them kind of like a leadership and control. Yeah. And at the same time, you're getting all the kids to experience sit volleyball, which would be like a really neat way to do it, right?
And then I think using sports education models, using task progressions by having them start. Like I wouldn't want to use this as like the simple one because then you're basically saying that a student with a learning exceptionality can't do more, which I think it just sends a bad message to everybody.
I think this would almost be what you'd build up to.
I think so. Yeah, I think
like
this would be like your penultimate game.
Like beach volleyballs and practice your serves with beach volleyballs and stuff.
Okay, so the second question was, could you adapt other games like sit volleyball? And then if so, which ones and how?
Well, you could easily adapt basketball.
I think, you could do basketball. You could probably do a different soccer one as well would be pretty well done. Especially like if people, again, were having trouble, if they couldn't walk and they were playing like a sit version, they could also have like maybe they could use their arms instead of their legs, obviously, to like kick the soccer ball around. I think that would be a good adaptation as well. So.
One of the ones that students have told me about is when a kid, especially dwarf syndrome or like has physical playing basketball, instead of having to score, if that kid received a pass and made a pass, it was a score.
Oh, I like that.
So suddenly he got the ball a lot more because before no one passed to him. Yeah. And suddenly he was like passing to him, and the opposition had to take attention and had to really pay attention to stop him getting the ball. Yeah. And then he was running away from them. So all the things that you learn, he then was stimulated to learn. Yeah. But until that happened, the opposition didn't treat him as if he was a threat, right?
Yeah. So the answer to the last bit was just modifying the game, especially the goal and the scoring structures, to ensure that everybody is included.
And a threat.